So when we talk about the road less traveled in life towards towards success, a lot of times you hear that out there, but we really don't understand the context of what it means or how to truly get there, right? So let's talk a little bit about the road less traveled. So when you think about your goals, do you consider yourself to be destinational, or do you think you are directional, right? If you think about the road less traveled, it's likely the road less traveled folks are thinking about a directional goal rather than a destinational goal. And a lot of that has to do with shifting our context in how we consider failure and success. So a lot of times we think about it being I failed on something or I was successful on something, when instead we want to open up our minds to the possibilities that it's really about learning and growing, not failing or succeeding, right? Every step we take is another step on the journey, and that, we are constantly evolving as individuals. And when we have directional goals rather than having destinational goals, we can better apply that to our lives, whether it be a business owner, or whether it be a career employer, whether it just be any of the goals that we try to accomplish in our life, right? So the road less traveled are the people that do it a little bit differently, okay? And especially as entrepreneurs, you think about, we never know what the journey is going to be as business owners, right? We're on that journey. We know directionally where we want to be, but we may not necessarily know what that direction what the directional goal actually is. So again, it's about shifting your context and looking at life as a learning and growing experience instead of just a failure and success. Even in my own life, right? I use some of my own examples. Some of the things that years ago I looked at it as possible failure, but it wasn't really failure; it was growth. I mean, I went and I was a part of an organization, striving to be a leader, but I found out that my own behavior and the way that I was treating people was not consistent with first who I was, but consistent with the values of the company. And, after I left that position, I realized the next position I was able to learn and grow from that job. I don't look at it as a failure now. I look at it as an opportunity to learn and grow on my journey through my own life. And look at where I am now directionally, right? I mean, I'm out doing even better things because I learned and I grew from it. And, so understanding that the road less traveled really means that we're learning and growing and constantly evolving as individuals, whether it be in our jobs, whether it be in our business, or whether it be in any of the goals that we look to achieve in life. It's really that whole context shift. So I'd love to hear some examples. Have you been able to make this context shift? Do you look at your goals as directional versus destinational? Are we willing to look at your life as learning and growing rather than failing and succeeding? I'd love to get your comments. I'd love to get your shares and your likes, and I'd love to just see whether or not this topic resonates with you. So until next time, think about whether you are directional or whether you are destinational, and we'll see you next time.